Hello, good day to you. Juliet Osuji here again. I'm the copywriting guru. Okay, today I want to share 6 secrets for beginner copywriters. 6 secrets, okay? You need to know that as a beginner, there are little things that should be on your fingertips so that you will get it right for starters. Number 1, you need to practice with lots of headlines. It cannot be overemphasized. How to headline. Who else wants this? New improved. You need to study other adverts. Okay, pay attention to adverts, flyers, website content, newspapers, magazines. Go through all those ads all over the place. Study how other people are doing it so that you get conversant with the kind of headlines that resonate with your audience. Number 2 tip is that you should know your audience. Know your audience is very important. Whether you're writing for your personal brand or you are hired to write for someone or you are writing as a freelancer, you must know the audience. Know their age group, know their sex, male, female, their gender. You need to know whether they're educated people, highly professional people or not. You need to know all of that. You need to know what phase they are in, okay, in the buying sphere, okay, in the funnel. What are they, hot, cold, or warm? You should know, okay, because the cold audience are the people that don't know you or your product or your service. They have never interacted with you. The warm audience have heard about you from other people, but they've never bought anything from you. They've never made a purchase. And then the hot audience are the people that have come to love, like, and trust you. Okay, so they are your care. They have a very high KLT, and they have come to know, like, and trust you, or your product, or your service, or your industry. And so, this category of people have a different way you communicate to them. There's a different way you communicate to the cold audience, and there's a different way you communicate to the warm audience. You need to know lots of that. And then you need to use lots of evidence. That's your number 3 secret. Use lots of evidence for credibility, okay? And you know that if you testify about yourself, people are not going to believe you. But when other people testify about you, you should capture all of that. It's called testimonials, okay? Gather lots of them. What other people are saying about that product you represent, that service you represent, or what are other people saying? Have they been helped? Okay, have their life been better? Are they excited using it? How has it transformed them? Many of them have sent in messages. Bring in all of this. Quote them in whatever you are writing. Quote them verbatim. It is called testimonies. It is called testimonial. Whatever you choose to call it, just make sure they are there. Put lots of statistics. Put numbers. There are people that, like the analysts, the analytical buyers, love to see statistics. They love to see diagrams. They love to see all of that. You have to put all of that. Then you have to use a lot of, the number 4 tip I want to give is that you use lots of urgency and scarcity. You need to create it, okay? Especially when you are making offers. You know, offers are like seasonal things you do to boost your sales. Okay, you say, oh, we want to do a Valentine offer, or want to do a clearance sale, okay, 50% off, and all of that. But even if you are giving them 50% off, you should put urgency. Give them a timeline. Like, oh, this offer will last until the end of July. It will last until the end of August. So grab this opportunity now. If you don't do that, they are going to procrastinate. And when they do, they won't buy. And when they don't buy, your offer is like useless. It will not achieve its purpose because you created it to boost your sales and nobody is coming because you didn't put any sense of urgency. Scarcity, you create scarcity, okay? You don't just make it available like that, okay? You could say, oh, the first 20 people are going to get this discount. The first 20 people to come will get this discount and all of that. You will see they will come, okay? Or you could even streamline it and say, oh, this is for this age group only, okay? Say, this is for the youths, okay, between the age of 20 and 45. And anybody outside that age group shouldn't come. And you see, even people outside that age group will begin to wonder why you are creating that scarcity. And they will come. Everyone will begin to come. But if you don't create that scarcity, it will be like an all-comers affair and nobody will bother at all. Okay, number 5 tip I want to give you is that you should understudy. Study, and understudy. Model after people. Okay, it can be overemphasized. What we are saying here is that if you know that your job as a copywriter could be to write an email sequence, it could be to write the content of a website, it could be blog posts, okay, it could be magazine articles, right? So whatever you are asked to do, or you're writing for yourself, or you are hired to write, you should know that you should understudy others, okay? You should have a content bank where you keep stuff that resonates with you, things you could use like ideas, okay, to model after when you're writing the next time. So have such a file, a collection, a folder where you keep, okay, things that have been written by other people that you really love, and you think that when you incorporate them into yours, they are gonna give you the result you want. And then finally, number 6 tip is that you should get your audience to take a step, to do something. Whatever you write should have a name, and usually we call it the call to action. Okay, you should not end any copy, any content without a form of call to action. If it is just a content writing, then you could get them to take action like this, comment and share. That's a call to action. You get them to like, comment and share. Tell them to do that and they are going to do it. But if it's a copy like maybe even an offer, and you want them to buy now, or then tell them to buy now. Click on this button to buy now. If it is something they need to register for, say click on this button to register now, or call this number now. Okay, so always get them to do something, and don't get them confused with too many calls to action that are divergent. Let that particular copy, that particular write-up you have for that time, have one single call to action, so that the audience will not be confused as to what you want them to do. Okay, I think I've shared all 6 now, and that brings us to the end of today's episode. I will leave you now. Do have a lovely and blessed day. Bye-bye.